Hello, this is episode 9 of the Quest for AI. Last episode I showed a piece of code quite similar to this, and what this is I would advise first to watch all or most of the previous videos in this series before you watch this one, because you won't understand otherwise. But yes, this is very similar to what I had last time, and as you may know if you watched that, there are many functions up here. This is where all the functions are, and down here, when you're calling all the functions, basically it's quite messy. There are loops within loops when you're trying to call all the functions within what's called the main program, and that's not what you want. You want as little repetition as possible. So I made a function to call other functions. That's what I've been doing since last video, because down here, I'd say, yeah, this is where up there, that's where all the functions are. Down here is where you call them. All this is just to call functions in Python for the detective bot. And I made sort of a framework of this, and I made a function called roots, and it's like basically a copy of like the code. It's a bit like a copy of the code where you're calling the other functions, and you can substitute in values. So for any amount of times you can call the main functions in the program, which solve the crimes of the detective bot. And here is the section of the program where you call the functions, which is obviously much smaller. That's all you have to do at there, actually, because that's when you're calling the function roots and you're putting on in all those values. So yeah, that's it. Basically I made a function to call other functions.